Hello students, welcome to today's classes. In the last video of the calendar, we have studied about a particular date with month and year is given and we have to find out in which day of the week it is placed. In their class, we have studied 5 to 6 examples and next we will study about next tricks of calendar. Let's start our class. The first problem for today's class is, the question is, if today is Monday, then what is the day will be after 61 days? So, in such type of question, what we have to do? First thing we have to do is, the number of days which is given to us, first we have to divide this with 7. Because in a week there are 7 days. After 7 days, the same day will be repeats. So here, the question is given after 61 days, which day it will be. So my aim is to divide 61 with 7. So if I divide 61 with 7, then my answer will be 8 whole 7 by 8 whole 5 by 7. That means with complete of 8 week, 5 extra day will be there. Since 5 extra day will be there, so I have to add this 5 with Monday. So my answer will be Monday plus 5. Monday plus 5 means what is the day after 5 days after of Monday? The answer will be Saturday. Similarly, if the question is asked, what is the day before? That means, if the question is given, if today is Sunday, then which day will be before 20 days? So, before 20 days, which day it will be? So, here I have to do minus. So, what will I have to do? I have to divide this 20 with 7. So, if I divide 20 with 7, then I can get 2 whole 6 by 7. That means 6 is the answer. Here, what we have to do? In the previous question, it is given what is the day after 61 days. But here it is given 20 days before. Before means minus we have to do. Then the question is given as Sunday. So I have to do Sunday minus 6. Sunday minus 6 means 6 days before Sunday, which is Monday. In such type of question we have to do like this. That means first we have to do how many number the day it is given. It is 61 and here it is 20. We have to divide 7 with every times, and which is the remainder. Here the remainder is 5, here it is 6. If the question is given after, then I have to do addition of this Monday with this 5. If it is before, then I have to do subtraction from the Sunday with this remainder part. After then I can get the answers. Next we will do another trick. If in the question it is asked, the 1st January of 2006 is Monday, then what will be 1st January 2007 and 1st January 2005. Here we have to remember one thing, that if we are going 1 year forward, that means 1 year is equal to 365 days, which is consist of 52 week and 1 odd extra day. That means if you are going 1 year ahead, then 1 extra day will be added. Since it was 1st January 2006 is Monday, then if you are going ahead, then from 2006 to 2007, the same day will be added with 1 day. That means since it is Monday, so 1st January 2007 will be the next day. Monday plus 1 is equal to Tuesday. If you are going 1 year forward. If you are going 1 year backward, the same thing will be do. That means here we have to do 1 year backwards means 1 day backside. That means Monday 2006 is Monday, so 2005 will be the previous day. Previous day means it will be Sunday. Here we have to think it that within this limit, that means from 1st January 2006 to 1st January 2007, within this year, the extra day, which is the leap day, 29th Feb, is occurs or not. First we have to check whether this year 2006 and 2007 is leap year or not. Here we can say there is no leap year, so no need of any calculation here. If there is a leap year, then one more extra day will be added. That means in case of +1, we have to do +2 here. We will do another example in the next question, but here what we have to do? Here simply we have to do is that since 1st January 2006 is Monday, then 1st January 2007 will be 1 plus extra day. That means Monday plus 1, it will be Tuesday. Similarly, if 2006 is Monday in 1st January, then 1st and 2005 will be the previous day. That means it will be Sunday. Next we will do with leap year. Here we have to check the gap between these two dates. That means here it is 3rd August 2015. So 3rd August 2015 till the last date is 13 August 2016, which is this is 13th August 2016. Here we have to convert into two parts. That means one part will be 3rd August 2015 till 3rd August 2016. 1 year is passed. Then we have to check 3rd August 2016 till 13th August 2016. Now, here the total length is converted into two separate lengths. The first length is 3rd August 2015 to 3rd August 2016. Here it is 1 year. 1 year means one extra day, one odd day. But here we have to check whether in this range the leap years 29th Feb comes or not. We know that 2015 August to 2016 August, the leap year is 2016, and 2016 years February month is comes under this range. So 1 plus extra odd day will be there. That means here we have 2 extra days. Here we have 2 extra days. And here 3rd August 2016 till 13th August 2016. It is a 10 extra day. Here it is 10 extra day. That means here totally we have 12 extra day. 12 extra day means 12 divided by 7, which is equal to 1 whole 5 by 7. 1 whole 5 by 7 means 5 extra day. Here it is 5 extra day. 5 extra day means it is Monday plus 5. Monday plus 5. And the answer will be Saturday. The question is given. If the 18th July 1992 is Saturday, then 26th August 1999 will be which day? Here we have to split this year range. That means from 1992 July 18 till 1999 August 26. First we have to do this year the same date. That means first we have to check 18th July 1992 till 18th July 1999. That means this year the same date we have already checked. Next we have to do this total July month. That means from 18th July 1999 till 31st July 1999. Next we have to do the rest thing. Rest thing means 1st August to 26th August. So I have to write from 1st August 1999 till 26th August 1999. The day is splitted. Next we have to do how many days are there, how many extra odd days are there. So from 18 July 1992 till 18 July 1999, here from 92 to 99, here we have 7 years. 7 years means 7 extra day will be added. 7 extra day will be added for the normal year, but we have to check from 1992 to 1999 how many leap year are there. Here we know that leap year comes across 4 year. once across a 4 year. So here from 1992 to 1999, 1996 is the leap year. So for 96, one extra day will be added. So here it will be 7 plus 1, which is equal to 8. Next we have to check from 18 July 1999 till 31st July 1999. Here from 18 to 31st we have 13 days. 13 days. Next from 1st August till 26th August. 1st August to 26th August, there are 26 days. 26 days. So now my aim is to add all these things. Here if I add the 3 terms, I can get, it will be 47 days. Since it is 47 days, so which day it will be? 47 means 47 divides 7, which is equal to 6 whole 5 by 7. That means 5 extra day will be there. So from 18 July 1992 till 26 August 1999, 5 extra day will be added. 5 extra day means Saturday plus 5. If I add Saturday plus 5, then I can get, the answer will be Thursday. By this process, we can do any calculation of a calendar. What the day may be given, we can find out the answer. The question may be asked in any type of examination. The question is, which 2 months have the same calendar? What does it mean? It means in the question 4 options are there. Out of the options, we have to check 2 months will be there. Within 2 months, here it is October and December. Within 2 months, how, if the first date of October is Sunday, then the first day of December will be Sunday or not. The question is asked, which 2 months have the same calendar? Means which 2 months have the starting will be on same day. This question may be asked in any type of examination. Now we will study how to solve such type of question. First, here we have to do all the steps, all the options one by one. The first option is October, December. What we have to do? First step, we have to check what is the difference between 2 months. That means October, December. So 1st October and 1st December. We have to check within this range how many days are there. And if these days are divisible by 7, then these 2 months will be have same calendar. So from 1st October till 1st December, how many days are there? October month have 31 days. October, next will be November. So November month have 30 days. November 30. After this we can get 1st December. So within this range I can get 31 plus 30 is equal to 61 days. So this 61 is not divisible by 7, because if I divide it to 61 by 7, then I can get 8 whole 5 by 7. Here it is not divisible. Since it is not divisible, so these 2 months are not having the same calendar. So this option will be wrong. The next option is April and November. Now we have to do 1st April till 1st November. Now April month have 30 days. Next May 31 days. June 30, July 31, August 31, September 30, October 31 days. Then it is 1st November. So these are how many days are there? 214. Here I have to divide this with 7. If I divide this with 7, 214 by 7, then it is 30 whole 4 by 7. It is also not divisible. That means these 2 months have no same calendar. Next we will do January and March. So 1st January till 1st March. That means January month have 31 days. Then February have either 28 or 29 days. I have taken 28. since it is the year is not mentioned, so I will take both of the cases, 28 plus 21. So 28 means if I added both of this, then I can get, it will be 59. If it is 29 days, I will get 31 plus 29 is equal to 60. Both 59 and 60 are not divisible by 7. Not divisible by 7. So this option is also wrong. Last, we have to check this answer from April and July. So 1st April till 1st July. That means April both have 30 days, May has 31, June has 30 days, and July we don't have to check because 1st July is next year. So if I add both of the three, then I can get this is 91 days, and 91 is divisible by 7. 91 is divisible by 7. So April and July is the right answer. That means if such type of question is given, we have to check the range between in these two. In this range is divisible by 7, then these 2 months have divisible by 7. Divisible by 7, then these 2 months have same calendar. Otherwise, these 2 months will not have same calendar. In this class, we have studied some tricks about calendar. Next class, we will study another trick of reasoning. Thank you.